Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Eazy.Jesus.Boxing. It's been a while since I posted a video. I'm gonna have to try and start uploading more because I know I appreciate when people upload videos talking about boxing or any news or any upcoming fights or breakdowns or just their predictions. I enjoy just about anything that has anything with boxing. So, where are we at? What fight do we have? So we got Rosado and Lemieux coming up. That right there, it's hard for me to say, oh, it's going to be a good fight because I've said that a few times this year and we've come up with falling short fights being really good. Like I invited some friends over, casual boxing fans. They come over like for pay-per-view fights or for their favorite fighters, whatever. They don't follow boxing every weekend or whenever it's on like me or most of you hardcore fans out there. I think the last fight I invited anybody over was I mean, for a fight that I thought was going to be like fight of the year. I would probably say it was the Rios. Excuse me, got Ebola over here. I think it was the Rios Diego Chavez fight. I invited a lot of people over. I told them it was going to be the fight of the year. It's going to be a great fight. And it turned out to be not such a good fight. It was really. It wasn't a bad fight. It was just really dirty and somewhat entertaining, but just not what we expected. I would imagine as boxing fans. This fight coming up this Saturday, though, between Rosado and Lemieux. This does have fight of the year candidate written all over it. We'll see how that goes. How that goes down. um, if you think about it, Gabe Rosado. The guy is he doesn't shy away from tough fights, does he? If you think about his last fight was against Brian Barra in BKB. For those of you who don't know, that's bare knuckle boxing. He KO'd Barra, I think, in the last round, fourth round, somewhere around there. And then his fight before that was with, of course, how we can forget, Charlo. I actually picked him to win that fight, and I lost. And I had to buy Josh 18 rack of beer. His fight before that was against Galeo and Love, which a lot of people, majority of the people, thought that he won and was robbed on the undercard against Guerrero and Mayweather. I believe his fight before that was against Gennady Golovkin. Pretty sure it was Gennady Golovkin, and we all know how that fight went. Looked like he was in there to survive more than anything. For those of you who don't know who David Lemieux is, he's a guy from, I believe he's from the British Columbia, somewhere up in Canada. I'm not quite sure where exactly he's from. I've only seen him fight a few times. His last fight, I believe, was against, or the last fight that I saw was against Fernando Guerrero, and he just demolished Fernando Guerrero. It wasn't even close. He just demolished him. It was kind of hard to watch for so many people that had over that night. Matter of fact, I think one of the girls that had over covered her eyes and kind of screamed at the TV, at the ref, telling them to stop the fight. I guess if I had to pick who's going to win this fight, I would probably say I might go with Lemieux on this one. I don't really pick against Rosado much. Rosado. Don't get me wrong. Rosado's he's a good fighter. He's an old school fighter. He's from from Philadelphia. He's actually came up sparring a lot with Bernard Hopkins. He's a smart fighter. He's a more of a boxer puncher. I guess you could kind of lean more. He's more of a boxer. He's very intelligent in the ring for someone his age, but unfortunately, he's had he's just one of those guys who just how would they say that? If he had if he didn't have bad luck, he wouldn't have no luck at all. It's going to be interesting to see. The guy, you have to admit, he fights a lot of tough people, but unfortunately, it doesn't really matter who you fight unless you really win them. You can only give a guy credit for so many fights that he takes. If he doesn't win them all, then it doesn't really matter, does it? He's just kind of Gabe is kind of slowly becoming a stepping stone, like a gatekeeper. A lot of people on Twitter actually call him Gabe Keeper, which I think is a little funny, but it's also a little bit wrong. Um, I expect David Lemieux to go in there and I don't want to say he's just going to demolish or destroy Gabe Rosado, because Gabe Rosado is a smart fighter. He's probably going to, it's going to take a few rounds for David Lemieux to get in there and even maybe even get inside. And Gabe Rosado, he can mix it up pretty well. He can box, he can hang in there, and he can fight. Every now and then. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, how can I forget this fight? Rosado fought Quillen last year in October. Yeah, that's right. He fought Quillen, and they stopped that fight due to his cut. That's another thing. Rosado has this cut over his, I believe it's his left eye, and he just cannot catch a break on it. He cuts so easily. I don't know if he just doesn't give time to heal, or if it's just scar tissue on top of scar tissue. I'm not sure what it is, but that's another thing. If Lemieux can cut Rosado, it could be a very, very long night for Rosado. And I'm gonna go ahead and say Lemieux in 9th, 10th, maybe 11th round stoppage. And I honestly kind of feel like this is a I don't want to say a showcase fight, but I want to say it's somewhat of a setup fight. Make Lemieux look really good against Rosado. And then beat him to Triple G. That's just my take on it. I'm not quite sure what his plans would be after that, but he's got to win the fight first, obviously. He can't go ahead and plan ahead against that, but it should be a good fight. I'm hoping for a good fight. I'm not going to invite anyone over because my friends are starting telling me, yeah, he said the last fight was going to be good and it wasn't good, And for instance, casual fans and hardcore fans like myself, I really enjoyed Hopkins and Kovalev. That was a great fight. I enjoyed every single minute of it. But my friends don't watch boxing very often. They didn't really enjoy it too much. They felt it was a little too lopsided. But I thought it was a great fight. Anyway, so you guys leave messages or comments. Sorry, and let me know what you guys think of the fight this Saturday and. Just what's going on in boxing in general. Like I said, I felt like this is kind of a shit year for boxing. If you think about all the tune-up fights and all the breaks. We have two champions at 140 by Danny Garcia and Lamont Peterson. Who are they fighting? No disrespect to Rod Saka, but come on, Danny. Rod Saka, are you fucking kidding me? Come on, dude, step it up, man. You got two fighters. Same promotional company, both got belts. What's the problem? Why are they not unifying here? You know what I mean? Matter of fact, Lamont Peterson shouldn't even hold that belt. Now that I think about it, that belt belongs to it should belong to Danny actually, because Lamont Peterson fought Lucas at a catchweight of 141 or 142, so they didn't fight for the belts. And actually, those belts probably shouldn't even belong to Danny. They should belong to Mauricio Herrera. So you guys just subscribe, leave comments, let me know what you guys think of the boxing this year, and who you guys got in this upcoming fight. Thanks. You're watching Eazy.Jesus.Boxing. Take care, guys.